Can you move in with your partner before getting married? Can you forgive a cheating partner? What's the best time to tell someone you're waiting for marriage to have sex? Top 3 red flags in a relationship. How do you know it's time to end your relationship? What do you do after breakup? How do you know you are ready to start dating after heartbreak? What's the best time to tell someone you're waiting for marriage to have sex? From my own experience, I highly encourage you to have this conversation before things get to another level. Early in the relationship, when you're getting to know each other, just get to ask them their beliefs about sex and marriage. Getting to hear their point of view, and also you giving your point of view, will help you to know if you guys are going to continue with this relationship or not. Failure to have this conversation before, it will just be chaos. Because I remember in my previous relationships, I never mentioned earlier in the face that I'll be standing for purity. What happened is that I used to make out with these guys, and when I felt like things are really escalating, that is when I will bring out the conversation about not having sex before marriage. So which I feel it was really wrong, because for me, I'm not sexually active, but they are sexually active. I've already arose those feelings, I've already aroused those emotions, and then I'm just telling them we're not having sex. It's just like playing with someone's emotions. Top 3 red flags in a relationship. Red flag number 1, somebody who is who keeps on throwing things under the carpet. What I mean is that, every time that we have an issue to solve or a problem, these people, they don't want to face communication. They just want to let things go without having to communicate the proper way. That's a huge red flag for me. Another thing is infidelity, not in terms of a cheating partner, but also just having to lie to me about your family, about your career. That is a huge red flag for me. And also inconsistency. Today we are talking, tomorrow not talking. You're not saying why, you just disappear and reappear. Consistency is a deal breaker for me. So a person who is inconsistent, a person who is a liar, a person who doesn't value communication when it comes to problem solving, that is a huge red flag for me. When is it the right time to set boundaries? When it comes to boundaries are a continuous communication. I don't feel like there is just ultimate time for boundaries. You need to keep on communicating your boundaries. Although there are some boundaries that you need to communicate early in the relationship, like that one of not having sex. And also sometimes you don't know you need a boundary until something happens. So maybe a situation arises. That's when you feel like this person is super getting into my space. That is when you set a boundary. So when it comes to boundaries, as we are growing together, we are learning each other, things are occurring. That is when we know where to set boundaries. So make sure you communicate. Anytime that you feel like you need a boundary, communicate with your partner. Can you move in with your partner before getting married? It's a no for me. Although to some people it works, for me it's a no, because number 1, this is a decision that is not well informed. Maybe I'm moving in with my partner because I'm pregnant, or because I feel like we have been dating so long, or because everyone is doing, or because we spend so much time at each other's houses. We feel like this is a wasted of rent. Why can't we just move in together, because after all we are in love? So I'm just the reason why I highly discourage moving in together is it's because there is a lot of tension in between. You guys, you don't know if you're wife and husband. You don't know that how to share responsibilities. There's a lot of fear in there, because you're like, maybe I'm staying here and I'm just wasting time. This person will probably never marry me. There's a lot of tension that comes with it. So if you have decided to move in together before getting married, make sure you have all these sorts of hard conversation about finances. Do they want to get married? How you be able to manage finances in case you have kids? What will happen to them? And if you guys gonna get married, after how long are you gonna get married? Don't just sit there and just letting things flow and just having to waste your emotions, waste your tears, waste your time and everything. What's the best time to bring in all the tough questions? Tough questions, what I mean is just tough questions are like marriage, finances, families, beliefs. So these tough questions, I feel like you can bring them when you feel like you're already confident that the relationship is going to the next level, that you guys are seriously into each other, and you know that you want to spend the rest of your life together. So when you are in that, when you are super confident with your relationship, that is when you can begin to ask about their families. Do they want to get married? Do they want to have kids? If yes, how are you going to be able to raise those kids in terms of discipline, in terms of beliefs, religion? So when you guys are super confident, that is when you can just bring in all these tough questions and see how you can be able to navigate through them. How do you know it's time to end your relationship? I will definitely end my relationship when things are super getting toxic. My partner that no longer listens to me. When I try to bring in a conversation, they keep on telling me that I'm full of drama. They are avoiding conversations. Maybe they are cheating. They are starting to be disrespectful. We no longer communicate as often as we do. Another thing is the energy. When I'm with them, how am I feeling? When I leave their presence, am I feeling the best version or am I feeling drained? So listening to the energy. When you leave a person, it's just like something that can tell you, like, man, it's time to end things, or it's time to take things the next level. So for me, I will end my relationship when my partner starts to disrespect me anyhowly. I'm trying to save the relationship. So it's like I'm the one who is investing and they're no longer interested in the relationship. They are rude, they are just running away from conversation. That is, for me, that is the ideal time to end the relationship. What do you do after breakup? So after breakup, I always delete the contact. I make sure there is no conversation whatsoever. And for me, I go extremely. I also remove you from my social media platforms. I feel like when I'm having this space, we're not communicating, it gives me time to reflect things. I just know if I just want to get back to you, or it's probably the end of us. And I feel like when you're just having when you have decided that you guys will never be together again, but you still communicate without having to heal, it brings in a lot of expectations. Sometimes maybe it will reach a time that you feel like you're confident, like things are getting back to normal, and then another partner introduces somebody new. It will definitely hurt you. And I feel another way to get to heal from a relationship, the reason why I also delete contacts or remove them from my social media platforms, is because I don't want to see their progress. Some people, healing is different from everybody. Some people may heal in a span of 2 weeks, some is a month, some takes years. So I don't want to be seeing their progress and just feeling like they're living their best life where I'm suffering. So I make sure there is no communication whatsoever. It really helps in my healing. It helps me reflect things. I just get to know what role did I play in the breakup, and just getting to know how can I be able to do better the next time that I'm in a relationship. Did you ever regret any of the relationships you were in? Why and why not? So there are relationships that I have regretted being in, because I just felt like from the beginning things were obvious. I was disrespected. I was the one who is investing too much. But I kept on insisting to say that even though it was obvious that I am hanging out with the wrong people, and they kind of drained my self-esteem, they drained my energy, and they just made me feel my worst. So that's why the relationship that I regret. But there have been a few relationships, although I have never regretted being in there, because in those moments that we shared together, there was a lot of growth, there's a lot of learning, there's a lot of love, and they were able to bring out something in me that I never knew I had. So there's some few relationships that I've had. So yeah. Have you ever been in a rebound? No, because I just feel like even myself, my body, the way I am, it can never allow me to be in a rebound. I'm this kind of a person, when I am from a breakup, I really need to heal. Like, I'm just there overthinking stuff. I can never allow somebody in my place. So for me, I've never been in a rebound, and it has really helped me not to waste somebody else's emotion or just trying to take somebody to shield me. I always heal, and when I stay alone with my emotion, that is when I get to reflect on things, make the right choices, and just having to attract good people. So I've never been in a rebound, and I can never encourage somebody to be in a rebound. Can you forgive a cheating partner? For me, it's no, because one thing with when somebody cheats on you, it really brings in a lot of insecurities. It brings a lot of blames. You start feeling like it's your fault, they cheated, you're not doing this, whereas it's their own problem, it's their mistake having not to be faithful. So, and with these insecurities, it just makes you become more clingy with your partner. You want to know where they are each step of the way, and instead of taking time to improve yourself, you just find yourself you're just like investing so much in the relationship. At the end, it really drains you. Another thing is that the reason why I cannot forgive a cheating partner is because when you're dating, for me it's like, I'm looking forward to marry you. So we are single, we don't live together, and you're cheating. What will happen when we get married? So me, when you cheat, that is a huge red flag that I don't compromise, I don't listen to you, I just let you go. Is experience the best teacher? Yes and no. Yes, because I feel like you are right now, you are more mature and more equipped to handle situations. And no, because it brings a lot of garbage in you. You start like having to generalize everybody. When you meet someone, maybe this person is the right one for you, but you tend to like, you're so scared that you tend to like, you don't know how to love anymore. You're just operating in some funny boundaries with some funny theories in your head, and you don't love right. And I feel like sometimes you can turn the right person into the wrong person because you're bringing in a lot of insecurities that you have had from the past, like your experiences. You're bringing in a lot of trauma, a lot of drama, a lot of fiction, and in the end you end up ruining the best relationship. So when it comes to experience, you can always learn from others. Don't just let yourself be like the everything is the whole experience come from you. How do you know you are ready to start dating after heartbreak? I feel number one is healing, not just healing from your previous relationships, but also healing from your traumas and just getting to understand yourself. Why do you behave certain ways? Why are you always the victim? Becoming self-aware of your values, of your needs, of what you stand for. It shows that you are ready to like include another person, because you don't want to be including another person and just having, we don't want to bring in another person in our life and just have the same patterns that we've been having. So for me, it's just having to heal, understanding myself much better, and just knowing what I can compromise, what I cannot. That is just a huge say. It's a green flag for me to like get into a relationship. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I have just, those are my questions. If you have any questions or you have a different view from mine, let us meet in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you haven't followed me in the gram, please follow me in the gram. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next week, goodbye and God bless you.